Today we're going to be driving around Idaho Falls and getting a feel for a few things. What it's like to live here, what it's like to live here in the winter when we have some new snow. We're going to take a look at a few neighborhoods and a few places that I like to hang out with my family. So let's go take a look. Okay, here I am standing just off of Hit Road in one of the shopping areas that I come to the most. I am here often because of the Chick-fil-A with my kids. There is also a brand new library here. There's Kohl's, Shoe Carnival, and one of my favorite places to bring the kids. It's called Flip and Twist, and it's connected to their sister company, Yoga London. So Flip and Twist is like a place for gymnastics, karate, and parkour. My kids love it in the winter. And then right next door is a great yoga studio. I'm also standing in front of a giant pile of snow. You'll notice these in a lot of different parking lots here. When there gets to be too much snow to plow off the roads, they have to deposit it somewhere. So here it is. Here we are, just some of the shops here. Like I said, I come here often. There's a TJ Maxx and a Sportsman's. If you keep going down, we'll head here next. You'll see the movie theater and another shopping complex. So just behind me and across the street is Hillcrest High School. There's also the Dutch Bros, the Starbucks, a grocery store, lots of places in this little nook right here on Hit Road in Ammon. If we go farther up north, there's the Target and the Costco. So like I said, this is a street that I am on a lot. If you're like me and you have kids and you're looking for places to eat and things to do, this is where you will spend a lot of your time. Back in the car now. My hands are freezing. I would say one of the most important parts of being able to live in Idaho Falls and enjoy yourself is to buy the right gear. So if you are relocating from a place that doesn't have cold winters, I promise you're going to want to invest a little bit of money into some nice winter clothes and shoes. It's going to make all the difference. It's currently 21 degrees out right now. The sun is starting to peek through the clouds. It's really not that bad. Snow on the roads have been plowed and stuff's starting to melt a little bit. I would say we got about 4 to 6 inches over the weekend. We've really had a pretty dry winter here so far, so we haven't had a ton of snow. Whether that's good or bad, it depends on who you ask. But we'll likely have snow on the ground through, this is my estimation, but I have lived here for a really long time, through March. And then maybe get some random snow flurries even after that. So we do have a long winter here. That is no secret. If people are telling you it's not that bad, they're optimistic. It is cold and there is snow on the ground about November through March. So just be prepared for that. Get the right gear. And then my other piece of advice for surviving in eastern Idaho winter is to pick a hobby that you can enjoy all throughout the winter, because it is a long winter. You can't stay inside all winter or else you will go crazy. So we have excellent ski resorts. We have excellent snowshoeing hikes. Snowmobiling is very popular here. You don't have to spend a ton of money, though, to find some beautiful outdoor activities. And so that's what I would totally recommend, especially if you have little kids. You've got to find something to do in the winter. I mentioned Flip and Twist. We always sign our kids up to do their parkour and like little ninja classes throughout the winter so they can get their wiggles out and spend some time because it's cold here. So let's talk about being prepared for the winters in Idaho Falls. I live in a neighborhood just here in Ammon with a small lot, regular sized driveway and sidewalks, and I last year bought a snowblower. Even though my lot isn't very big, it takes quite a bit of time to shovel everything, and sometimes you're doing it multiple times a day. So yesterday was actually the first day we had to pull out the snowblower. We hadn't gotten much snow, but we had to shovel twice yesterday. And so if you are moving here and you don't enjoy shoveling snow, you don't enjoy the cold, I would highly recommend getting a snowblower. I bought a used one off of Facebook Marketplace. I think it cost like $250. Last year we had a crazy amount of snow. And finally, around Christmas time, I was like, that's it, I'm going to buy a snowblower. And every single major store in Idaho Falls was out of snowblowers. We had so much snow, people just couldn't keep up. So luckily I found one on Marketplace. So if that's something that you think you want for the winter, I'd start looking in the fall time for used snowblowers. So yeah, you're going to be removing snow once or twice a day, a few times a week. And then we always put ice melt on the sidewalks just to keep things safe for people coming and going and for the kids. There's also a whole regimen of getting your house ready for cold weather, blowing out your sprinkler systems, protecting your hose bibs and things like that, which I'm happy to go over in another video, in the fall time, and how to get your house ready for the Idaho winter. So I will turn this around. Even though there's a lot of snow, the sun is out. It's really quite pretty. Okay, we are now about 1.5 miles from where we just were with all of that hustle and bustle, and a new neighborhood called Hidden Valley. It is a Rockwell Homes neighborhood. Most homes you find here are going to be 3-bedroom, 2-bath with an unfinished basement. One of my favorite parts about this neighborhood in particular is it's really close to everything we just saw, but you also have amazing views. You see some homes under construction, and then just past that, the Ammon foothills, which I think are just so pretty. So you see homes in different stages of completion out here. So let's go in and see if we can't take a look at one of these. Okay, here we are just down the street from where we were. This has some homes that are already occupied, some homes being built down the street. The hills are still behind me. Quite a bit of construction noise, but we're gonna go into this vacant house right here and check it out. One of the things I mentioned I liked about these neighborhoods is the unfinished basement. So pretty much everything you're gonna find in here is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with all of this unfinished space in the basement. I've had some clients moving from back east and they're like, that is so weird. It's kind of creepy, but honestly, when my kids were little, I had an unfinished basement. They brought their bikes down here, their scooters, their sidewalk chalk, and it entertained them all winter. And then when they got bigger and they were teenagers and needed more space, we finished the basement. So it really worked out really great. You will find lots of houses here with unfinished basements. It's very common. So here in Hidden Valley, like I said, you're gonna find 3 bedrooms, 2 baths with unfinished basements. Right up the road, you're gonna find older, more established neighborhoods. The homes here are going to be in the low 400s for the 3-2. And then as we move a little bit farther up the road to the more established neighborhoods, you're going to be looking at the 500s, maybe even the 600 range. Those will have more bedrooms and finished basements. So depending on your budget, there is kind of something in this area for whatever you're looking for, 3-2 or even 5 and 6 bedrooms with 3 or 4 baths. So as you can see, it is just a beautiful, sunny, snowy day, a little bit of a breeze. Like I said, I think the temperature is about 19 or 20. People are out shoveling their walks. Life is going on as usual. One thing we don't get a lot of here is snow days. So if your kids are used to seeing snow and knowing they're gonna have the day off school, you're not gonna find that here. Thank you for exploring the Hidden Valley neighborhood with me today and a little bit of East Idaho Falls. If you want more help looking around, call me. I would love to show you around, see if we can't find something that you're looking for, and stay tuned for more videos about what it's like to live in Idaho Falls.